Splish splash, I was taking a bath.
We all probably need a bath at this point.
You are
like
in dirty, muddy, bloody water.
The last time we took a bath was with the cultist when we had Bessie.
So, just the English language is funny when you say the last time we took a bath was with the cultist.
Oh, yeah.
And Betsy.
I said was
It was quite the day, guys. Just saying.
That's how we got them on our side. We had everybody pile in the tub, and everybody washed one hand washes the other, as they say.
It's efficient that way, okay?
Yeah, you guys are at the very bottom of the map. In a room, to remind you all, above you are spider webs with coins stuck in them, with little spider legs coming out of every single coin. And you did have a brief encounter with a magical spider in this room that turned out to be something more than a spider.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it wasn't a spider.
It was not a spider. It could turn into a thing that looked like a spider and it shot webs, but it was anything but a spider. It has.
How do you say it? As lethal?
Let's see. That's its name.
Oh, its name, not what it is.
Yeah, its name is Zaluthal. It's a yokel. Or yokel.
Oh, it's a yokel. Okay.
Like
Sorry,
every
campaign in session, I'm coming across new creatures.
That was a word that I just skipped over when I was reading the Salvatore novels for the first time. Could not imagine how to pronounce it. You know what?
It's either like a yokel or a yochel.
Hey, it wasn't until Baldur's Gate 3 I learned how to pronounce Dwergar, so...
Yeah, I'm gonna say Drugar for the rest of my life and stick to
that's
it.
That's what I was saying.
I will die on that hill.
Yeah, right? Yeah, dead ass.
I say it.
Officially,
It
there's more than one pronunciation to it. Because they're a real life mythological thing. Like, a lot of these are pulled out of Goblin, Fey, European traditions, and I think that's one of them.
Well, like, there's Draugr. Like, have you ever played Skyrim, the undead things and all the tombs? Those are an actual thing.
That's where I get all my gold at in Skyrim. There's a lot of gold.
So, to pick up where we left off, you all spent 8 hours of sleep, except for Shroud, who spent the entire night producing one thing of alchemist fire, taking one level of exhaustion, which is a -2 penalty to all d20 rolls and a -5 penalty to movement. But you have this thing that if you throw and they don't get out of the way, they catch on fire, and it's slightly hard to put out. Then you guys went down the stairs and opened the door to the unknown room to encounter crab-like monsters which you had never seen before. And Shroud very quickly came up and said nope and shut the door. And as the door clicked shut, that's where we left off. And that's where we will pick it back up. We are technically in initiative order. So I'm gonna ask you guys something real quick before I decide if we're gonna break it or not. So I don't
remember my initiative.
It's fine. One of D&D Beyond's good things early on that they made that they haven't really improved upon too much is the encounter system, not the one in map, but the one outside of maps. And I have everybody's previous initiative here. So Shroud shuts the door. So in order, Nyx, you're next. Are you going to open that door or do anything to go down to meet these enemies?
No. ones in front of us, right?
The door is currently shut, so you're just looking at a wall that you know is a hidden door. Do you want to open that door or get anything ready?
I don't want to open that door.
Okay, Echo, do you want to open that door or do anything else?
Nope.
Nope.
I'm ready to go.
Grum, you're the next in order. Do you want to open the door or do anything else?
I also want to move on and explore the other rooms because we at least already know what's there and there's nothing but enemies.
All right, and Tobin last, and who incidentally first started this off by finding the door handle. Do you want to reopen the door or do you want to explore other parts of this dungeon?
I want a never-ending quest to open doors. I say we do it, guys.
I will strike you.
I look at you guys, I'm like, no takers, no takers. I'm ready. I have my sword in hand, my shield up, like sword's even glowing, like I'm prepping a smite.
There are at least 4 other doors with potential baddies.
All right. Well, ears droop, madness, disappointment. All right. Slash my way back with the steps.
All right,
Sad bunny.
and to answer the question that was left pending last week, you all hear snaps on the other side of this wall, but they do not have the capacity to open this hidden door.
No opposable.
You do hear snapping and hitting against the wall though. So they'll either eventually lose interest or break down the door, whichever is more interesting towards the narrative.
I'm gonna look at Nyx and Echo because they look like the type who remember things more than the barbarian who's had a lot of head injuries and me. So I'm gonna say if we have to come fight these guys, remember that they might be distracted by this room, and it might be a good opportunity to sneak up on them if we choose the right door when we come back. If we have to come back.
Not a bad thing to remember if we really need to go through that door.
But I say it excitedly, like I really want to come kill them. Tobin is ready to kill some abominations or whatever the hell they are.
All right, so the other options being, this room was initially hidden. You moved basically a vault out of the way of the door. You didn't manage a way to get the door or the vault back into place. So the room's accessible, but it's everything is still able to be explored.
Okay. That's good to know.
Yeah, we'll march on out of here. Anything else? The papers, this whole that right?
You're going in and out kind of
you're-
bad. We're only getting every other word.
Sorry. Let me see if there's a way to fix this. So I'm just going to move on out. If we've already looked at the papers, right? There's a scroll, and then there's nothing else really of note other than the spider.
Oh yeah, the scroll that Echo found, and I saw like that trade note that was some kind of sale of a command word of some sort.
So specifically what those were, the spell scroll that Echo has is a freedom of movement, which is a 4th level spell. And the ledger, the notes, were all written in Undercommon, which nobody fluently reads. You were able to discern with intelligence checks and going over them that they were trying to sell a magical word and activation key to the various other races that come in and out of the Underdark. You couldn't decipher what the key was, though, although you believe that it is possible that it is in there.
I think Nyx has something that gives her an intelligence boost.
I do.
I think Nexor left her with a little gifty gift of that regard.
Is it the Ring of Puzzler's Wit?
I think so. What does that do again?
Let's find out together. Nyx, do you know what it does?
Come on, why is everything so slow?
It sharpens the wearer's mind.
Okay, so I have it here. See the Book of Many Things was a good purchase. The gold ring bears a fluorite stone, and it's enchanted to sharpen the wearer's mind. The ring has 3 charges. When you make an intelligence check, you can expand 1 charge to grant yourself advantage on the check. So you can self-grant advantage.
3 times per short rest. Or per day, sorry.
If you guys want to spend more time looking over the notes, that's fine. Just give me an idea of how long you would spend going over them before you just put them down and be like, yeah.
Echoes.
Would Shroud?
Well, real
Would
quick,
Shroud
like,
benefit
like,
from a
Nyx could,
short rest?
if she rolled high enough, could figure out what the command word is just really quickly. It wouldn't take but a few seconds.
It depends. The higher the roll, the better, the quicker it will take. But there are pages of notes in a language she doesn't speak, so it's rolls plus time.
Oh, I didn't realize there were multiple pages.
Yeah, so on the mini map you see like 3 or 4 pages just flattened out. It's basically that.
I see it now.
Yeah.
We took a long rest in this room besides me, right?
Everybody took a long rest, and you had the option to take a short rest and still produce the alchemist fire, but you didn't have it. You said you didn't have any need to.
Right. So does it look like there's less of those little coin spiders now than when we, like, after the long rest?
Make a perception check.
Is Shroud gonna try to pocket the spider coins?
So that's 17.
17, you quickly start going over them. They all look to be the same amount. You gather that there are about 80 stuck in the web.
Okay. Can I check my gold pieces to make sure they didn't crawl in my bag or?
We'll roll off the previous perception check. None of the spider coins have found a way into your bag yet. You're welcome to
Search their packs for a can of Raid.
I mean, I was just kind of being perceptive because that's what my character is, perceptive.
No, the spider coins have not migrated into anybody's belongings. They are easily plucked from the web, though, if you do want to try to take them.
No.
There's 8 legs per coin, homie. Make that choice.
You staring at him and just walk over and be like, if you need money, I can give you money. You don't have to take these. Please don't.
I just walk out of the room and look at me, guys. I'm just covered in gold coin spiders.
Bro, like, look, man, I heard about your money walking away, but that's a little serious there.
I like
But
how
what if he wanted to befriend him for later use?
I'm
Look,
like
not everything should be befriended, damn it.
I'm like the dude from Rick and Morty, the one that's Million Ant-Man, or whatever.
Oh yeah.
I am 1 million ants.
I'm million golden spider coin guy.
Oh, dude.
I am back to 1 million ants.
I like we've went from Shroud touches everything to Shroud touches nothing. We've broken this character's resolve relatively quickly.
You guys scared me.
This will be what determines his next
Scared him
course.
straight.
Will he remain with the group or will he bail out?
So, in the room that you're currently in, there are 3 doors that you haven't explored, and silk chairs that were comfortable when you sat in them. The room is well put together. It's not a mess like the rest of Gibbet Crossing, or at least the parts that you've experienced.
Looks like a mimic.
I want to explore.
Let's do it.
Tobin, do you open the door?
I do. I'm gonna wait for Shroud. Wow. I'm ready to fight something. Fighting around the world. Ooh, a desk.
You find a desk. There's no paper. There's no ledgers. It seems uneventful. There doesn't seem to be anything special on it at first glance.
I'm gonna fight the desk.
Make an attack roll.
He's gonna do like echo
On a bed.
smash the death.
I gotta get some frustration out of my system.
Some catharsis.
We didn't cure that tome. Yeah. The tomb.
That's enough to hit a desk. Go ahead and roll damage.
Echo runs in.
Oh man, a whopping 6.
You leave a sturdy crack in the desk, right down the middle.
Just a crack.
It is not a mimic.
I shrug at it and go, good enough. Like, I feel better, guys.
All of the contents on the desk are now on the floor.
No,
It's just basically.
Grum, would you like to open that door?
Grum is pushing on the door. Yes. Is it a pull?
No, it pushes into the room. There's another one of the chairs inside, but it seems just entirely empty outside of that. There could be a mimic in there. There could be.
Do I want to sit in
The
it?
chair's a mimic.
Just a chair in an empty room.
I'm gonna be really
Bookshelf.
Grum, do you sit in the chair?
No.
You see the chair just look a little bit disappointed and sagging on itself a little bit. Shroud,
I hear the chair whimper in sadness.
Shroud, do you want to explore the desk of that room at all?
I do. I come in after they leave, and I just want to kind of pilfer through what's on the floor and everything.
Make an investigation roll.
Yeah.
You're proficient in it, correct?
No.
Okay. Out of
He's
curiosity,
got a -2 to all D20s too.
I was going to ask that. I think you have it marked in your sheet. I don't know if it's automatically subtracting or not. From the looks of it, no. So we'll just have to make sure that we subtract out the -2.
Right. So it's 4.
The most obvious thing in that room is the crack that Tobin just put into it, which it looks like a solid hit with middling damage. Tobin, do you open that?
I look over at everyone and say, "You guys ready?"
Yeah, let me go over there to back him up.
All right, so can I have a marching order to open that door? Tobin, you're
Little
taking
voice
lead.
said we needed a marching order, so that's a good sign that Shroud should investigate this
I was
door.
gonna say I'll go behind Tobin since he's opening it.
Where's Shroud opening it?
Let's put the cleric in the middle.
Yeah.
Or Tobin. Wait,
I want-
is
I want-
Tobin or
I just
Shroud
want-
opening?
I want Shroud to check it, and I'll open it.
Check if it traps.
One
Check the curve.
investigation.
Just remember, he's got -2 to all D20 checks, so whatever he rolls, it's
So that's
So
a,
that's a 15.
that's a 15. You have a ritual at this point where you check things, you look over it, you check for trip wires, pressure plates, magic sigils, and you cannot find anything akin to anything trapped.
Looks good to me, Sir Tobin.
All right. Well, I'm opening it.
Here, give me half a second. The puppies are acting up currently, but I will open that for you. You guys
They
can
always
tell me
do.
what you want to do. But the puppies and the child. Give me 2 seconds.
puppies and the child.
Is there a way to put like the -2 on here so I don't have to for my exhaustion?
Yeah, you can mark it at the top of your sheet.
So like you can put the thing of exhaustion on you. It'll mark it,
I got it on there, but it don't.
but it won't automatically subtract 2.
Okay.
Like they have some more work to do with like programming and stuff, because like the barbarian now, you can actually toggle rage to be active, and it'll affect your multipliers.
I got you.
Because rage gives you that stuff. So there's still some work to be done on their end regarding like, you know, basic quality of life stuff like exhaustion or, you know, stuff like that regarding multipliers and
The big
effects.
puppy has worked her way into the room. So she'll
Let
be
me
in here. She'll be in here as long as she doesn't try to take any small plastic bits and eat them.
Good luck with that.
Well, I mean, that's a new type of recycling.
No, it's not. It's a bad recycling. Puppies and plastics don't mix well.
Let me tell you how much a bowel obstruction surgery costs.
I'm amazed that they haven't gotten anything to that point yet.
Oof.
The room is entirely empty. It looks like it could have been a storage compartment at one point. No, Daisy. But there is currently nothing in there.
I want to roll perception really quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, this just was to ask.
That's a 12.
I'll roll perception.
18.
Woohoo! That's
Why
a
not?
24.
Draw.
Damn, Shroud.
So, Shroud, nothing more than stated. It's just an empty room. Tobin, Shroud looks tired.
Hey, buddy. You go take a nap?
I'm good.
You want one of us? You want one of us to carry you over
Sure.
your shoulder?
I need a monster potion, and not the way the DM thinks of.
What kind of potion are we getting? I'm in.
Nothing.
You said a what potion, damn it?
I'm in.
Smart maid right there.
A monster potion.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, I love you, Shroud, but I'm not blowing my 5th level on a greater restoration on you either, so.
Well,
Wow.
don't
Fuck you.
don't make that promise
David.
just yet. Don't make that promise just yet.
Nice. Where? Oh, we still got
Yeah.
those double doors up there, too.
Yeah, I was gonna say we should probably move on up to those double doors now. That's really the last thing besides continuing down the path where the stairs lead.
Yeah, something down here.
There are 2 things that are still, I'm gonna say,
Unchecked.
unchecked in the place. The one are those two earth elementals in that rock monster that's above, near the blur room. And the second is that set of double doors that is near you.
Right. At least we know what's in this room. It's a bunch of acid, right?
What?
Right?
There's earth elementals, but wasn't there like that pipe is like an acid related thing?
Roll an intelligence check or a history check.
It's not that important.
Okay, how would you guys like to proceed?
I'll just wait near the doors because our rabbit person seems very into opening them.
This is the first time you've approached this door. There is writing in Elvish, Daisy.
Daisy.
I speak
No.
Elvish.
As long as the dog's in here, I'm going to talk to the dog a lot. She is very happy with herself right now. She's got this very huge dog smile on her face that she's in here with me. Because she's normally not allowed. For those of you who speak Elvish, it says Trias Toroth.
Well, that clears that up.
Exactly.
And there is a symbol of a dagger thrust into a metal ingot.
Okay.
What does the writing say?
What does the Elvish say?
Yes.
It says Trias Toroth. Triestoroth.
So for those who speak Elvish, can they translate that?
With a history check.
Let's do it.
I speak Elvish.
Do it.
Does Echo have guidance? No, Echo is the shitty cleric.
You can give yourself advantage if you want,
It's not-
but I doubt it's necessary.
I got a 14.
I got a 16.
None of those are high. None of those are high enough to necessarily know what this means.
Yeah, I really can't remember what that exactly translates to.
Do you guys want to open the door?
Yeah, Shroud, do you want to do your thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. Investigation.
What the hell?
All right. What do we get? That's a 15.
With a 15, you find no traps. You run your hand along the door. It's a very nice door. Money went into it. Money went into the engraving and the carving of the name, but you can't find any traps.
Beautiful door. No,
All right.
no traps. No traps.
No traps. A lot of money went into this store. Take that for what you will. I mean,
That was a
I'm
good job for me.
And we're gonna make the
I'm
room.
gonna touch it, but cautiously.
Aw, grounded already.
Bummer.
all right. Sorry about that. Do you guys want to proceed into the room?
Say me and
So-
Tobin do our best, like fling the door open like in those action movies.
Okay.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna be like not not to dismiss anyone, but again, just because I'm the party sponge here. That at least as Tobin opens it, I'll either be right behind him, ready to back him up, or like ready to take point in front of him as he opens it.
I'll take the back with Nyx.
What do you mean you're a sponge, bro? I'm a paladin. You have 21 AC.
That's very spongy.
Yeah, what's your current health points though?
Health is, I want to say it's like 103 without temp HP.
Wait, your HP is 103?
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay, never mind.
Okay, then.
I'll put it in front of everything.
Never mind.
Oh.
I thought I was the only sponge here, so you good?
I made this character. I made this character because Framp died and everyone else was.
Wasn't back yet.
Yeah.
We needed a front.
He wasn't silent about that at all.
You all hear the splashing of water below as you open the door. Steps lead down from a double door into a room flooded with several inches of water. Lifelike but heavily damaged statues are pushed against the walls of the room. A few sodden nests made of rubbish sit atop the old tables, giving the room a dreadful reek. Milling near the nest are two squat lizard-like creatures with 8 legs and 5 gray-skinned humanoids, and they have all stopped splashing and they have looked up at Tobin. Everybody please roll initiative.
Anybody have any ice spells?
Who's near me?
There's,
Nick
you said
says,
5 great humanoids?
Shroud, I'm going to reach up and touch your shoulders, and you have advantage on initiative.
I had advantage anyways.
Well, Tobin, you have advantage on initiative.
I have a 21, but I'll take it. I'll do it anyways. I mean, it's fun.
Fine.
Ooh,
You'll do what you want.
25. I got 25. Thank you for that.
I want to roll my physical die for initiative, and I have advantage on it. So.
Yeah, that's fine. Just tell me what you get.
I'm just going to give myself
Oh, natural 20, baby!
Okay, what's your modifier?
So natural 23.
Alright, so that will put you first. It will also give you the first nat 20 of the session.
Whoop.
Mark it up on the counter, baby. Actually, no, Tobin goes first. Tobin got a 25.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grum, Tobin has out-initiatived you. Tobin,
That's cool.
You go first.
Let's watch Fluffy Bunny in action.
Well, don't think we're gonna stop this. As soon as I find that. What's the distance? Only 3 creatures, damn it. And it's nothing different planned.
Oh, did he already move? Damn it.
He did. He has charged straight downward toward the water.
I forgot I have that.
I'll
I'm going to use my channel divinity.
Okay.
And as soon as I can find specifically, I don't know why they don't want all my channel divinities all together.
Yeah, that's annoying.
There's so much.
They do a lot of stuff on the sheets that are not necessarily intuitive.
Yeah. Here we are. Oh, 15 feet, damn it. Alright, well. Shit. Every plan I had doesn't work. Alright, well, you know, I'm just going to run in here and just that one. That should be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yep, 30.
You hop down, splash in the water.
And before I attack it, I want to get like a good, just like a look at it. Like, what is it exactly? Kind of looks like a dwarf from here.
So, it's got gray skin, it's balding. It looks primitive and hunched over, holding a bone almost as a weapon. Let me.
Kind of like a troglodyte-like creature.
Kind of. Would you rather? I'm going to put this in the chat so you can see it, and then I will also put it in screen. So go ahead and grab people. That is what you're looking at.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure I wasn't gonna hurt something that I would feel bad about hurting him, but no, that doesn't look nice. I'm cool.
Like the creature in the time machine.
Ooh, I'm guessing a 15 doesn't hit, or does it?
They are not hard to hit. A 15 does hit this.
Yeah, gonna have fun with this. Let's go ahead and make whatever this is a level 1 smite too. So 8 magical slashing, and let's use our free smite. Why not? And 11 damage.
You hit it with the longsword, and as your energy flows through and you pull out, it just goes straight down into the water. The water just splashes around it, splashes on you. Some of its guts splash on you too. It's disturbing. The thing really does reek.
All right. Well, wait. Okay. So second attack. Oh, okay. 13 doesn't hit probably.
What are you trying to hit?
Oh, is it dead? Oh, sorry, I didn't hear that part. I think I cut out from that part.
You took it out in one blow with the smite.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I don't think I have any more.
You stab the body again for good measure, just to make sure that it's dead.
It would be nice. Yeah, I don't really have anything else I can do at the moment. I don't have any movement, so I'm gonna stay here and turn around, and just look at the others, and kind of assess the room, and let everyone know that there's that I just killed one of these weird things. There's 4 more, and plus some weird lizard shit.
There is some weird lizard shit going on. Grum, you're next.
And I'm gonna say it exactly like that.
Alrighty. Grum is gonna charge in. Bam, 50 feet. Bonus action rage. Check that off. Alright.
It starts growling at you as you close distance.
I growl back as I rage.
It's a growl off.
Alright, let's go ahead and use the Brutal Strike for an extra d10 of damage, hopefully.
Okay. So that's reckless attack without the advantage, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
And I rolled a 15 plus 8, so whatever that is.
23. That hits.
Alright, so that's going to be a d12 plus 7. That's going to be 17 plus 4 because of what do you call it? Great Weapon Master.
I thought you were gonna say reasons.
Right. So 21 plus d10 for the Brutal Strike. That's 10 damage, so 31 damage in one strike.
In one strike, you take it, you separate the top half from the bottom half, and they just each flop into the water. You can see blood and guts start to bubble up from it. It is quite dead.
That makes me happy. Shit. I have another attack, but I don't have anything to do.
You could do like Tobin did and just like take a second hack at this thing's head. The ultimate anti-zombie prevention is just keep mutilating the dead bodies.
I have a crossbow. I forgot I have a crossbow. Cut in twain. I like that. We're gonna aim for the lizard thing in front of me. This guy.
All right.
BB-8.
It looks at you as you do.
I growl at it. Let's roll this d20. 13 plus 7, so that's a dirty 20.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Hey, puppy.
A d8 plus 3. 6, 7, 8, 9 damage.
All right. It is not dead. It does have an arrow like sticking out of its shoulder, though.
Let me double check there's no other things really quick. Oh, the crossbow does slow it down by 10 feet. I'm sure that won't make a difference. Because of the slow, the great weapon property.
Okay.
And I already used my bonus action, so I can't do that. Okay, yep, that's my turn.
Nyx, the two boys have rushed ahead. What would you like to do?
So GE and GC are already dead, correct?
C and E are
Yes.
dead, correct.
If she goes, she can only move 30 feet. So if she goes to about right here,
You would have line of sight on any of them in the room.
okay.
Hey, puppy.
And then he's gonna catch.
I just realized there's 4 more doors in this room.
Hi, puppy.
And a set of stairs at the other end of it.
Ugh. Goody.
Just now, I now realize that.
Nyx, what would you like to do?
I'm deciding. Because I could shoot a fireball right over in this corner. Right? It's not that big, I don't think.
Back here?
Right here.
Like back in this corner here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could. Fireball is a 30 foot radius, I think it is. So
It's 100. Yeah, it's a 20-foot radius. Just kidding.
20 foot radius. So like
100 foot down.
you could
Honestly,
you could
100,
get
100-foot reach.
you could get the rest of them in that sphere without hitting any of your allies if you'd want to do that.
Are you talking vitrolic sphere?
No, in their radius, in the explosion. So if you wanted to cast a fireball and you did it where this is, you could hit the remaining ones that are still alive without hitting any of your allies.
Okay.
That's up to you, though.
I'm gonna cast it at a 4th level spell.
All right. Let's go. Remember to mark off the slot, and they will do dex saves.
low dex, low dex, low dex. I have a feeling the reptilians have a higher dex with 8 legs.
They're big chunky creatures though. All right, so let's do the Grimlocks first. 1 fail. I think a 16 is a success, so Bees succeeds. I don't think it will matter. It's another fail, and final Grimlock is a fail. Now on to the Basilisk. Surprisingly a success. And now for B.
Interesting.
Is I get a 0.
Woo!
Damn.
All right, go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, take that nat 1 too.
I got it right on the counter.
Oh, nice.
36 points. All right. So 36 and a half. All of the Grimlocks, a fireball starts as like just a tiny spear in your hands that you shoot off. When it hits the point that you designate, it erupts. The water first pushes out and splashes up against the walls, and all of the Grimlocks are instantly fried, killed. The water crashes back down on them. They are on their back, all dead. The Basilisk look hurt. The one with the arrow in the shoulder that Grum hit looks real bad. The other one looks mad. Put them underwater. Nyx, can you do anything else?
No, I think that's her turn.
The Basilisk that you attacked, Grum, he takes a step this way first. And let's see here, 30 feet. Yeah, no, it'll come right up there because it wants Tobin too. Alright, I need Tobin, Grum, and Nyx to make a Constitution saving throw. As its eyes start to glow, and it starts to try, you feel something. You feel your body start to stiffen.
Is this a paralyzing or restraining condition that it's trying to enact?
Yes and no.
Well, I'm asking because I get advantage on those kinds of rolls.
It's the first step in a petrifying condition. You've experienced this actually.
So I still get advantage, is what I heard, right?
What feature gives you advantage with it, real quick?
Oh, what, to avoid paralyze or restrain?
Yeah, what's the feature? Because it's a petrifying gaze is what it is.
Right. Give me a second while I look. Oh, it's the Bracers of Celerity. They give me advantage on saving throws to avoid or end paralysis or restraint conditions.
Then let's say yes. At least for the first one. If you fail this one, you won't necessarily get them for the second. Because the result of a failure on the first one is restrained.
Okay, so with the advantage, that's a dirty 20. Dirty 20. 12 plus 8.
You manage to fend off its gaze, but its claws are still coming out at you.
Does the Ring of Mind Shield help?
Not with this. Because it's not a telepathic thing. Nyx,
And I believe, if anything, it would have something to do more with wisdom too. If anything.
okay. Nyx, you're safe, so you all three managed to fend off this thing's gaze. Grum, it does hit you. You feel its claws tear into you for 10 points of piercing damage.
Ouch.
And 9
Raging?
points of poison damage. So, reduce the parts. I believe you reduced the piercing, but not the poison, correct?
Piercing again? How many?
10 piercing.
Thank you for reminding me.
If you want to take it all, you're welcome to take it all. Let's see. And the other one gets off of its nest. It can't move far. So 30-foot cone.
Okay, yeah, that was right.
Grum and Nyx make a second Constitution saving throw as this one's eyes begin to glow.
Also, Nyx, I didn't really.
Or no. Or straight.
What did you roll?
Never mind.
I'm asking a straight roll this time or advantage again?
The effect of this one is restrained as well. If you fail the first one, though, the second one you wouldn't have advantage.
I gotcha. Uh, 13.
13's enough. You do not feel any tighter in your muscles, but there's a muscle memory for a moment where you feel a solidification and then you manage to flex a couple times and break it. But should you fail this thing, you would find yourself in a bad state once again.
I feel like as it's happening, the 2 times Grum is like kind of like going like this and just shaking his head kind of frantically and saying, "No, not again. I refuse."
Now the good
PTSD.
news is these things are not nearly as powerful as a Medusa.
Right.
Still stressing out your cleric, though, just to be clear.
Shroud, would you like to de-stressify the situation?
Yes. But you never ask. I'm gonna use bonus action to dash,
Okay, cunning action dash.
and I am going to move up to this one, and I am going to attack him with my short sword of light.
All right, that will be radiant damage.
All right. That's 23 to hit.
23 hits.
Okay, and then I am going to. Oh, I got to roll. Okay, hang on. It's 9 damage.
9 damage. You hit in. You can't do sneak attack damage because you didn't have advantage or an ally in it, but you do have advantage on the second strike, should you want to take it.
And I gotta make that with the dagger, correct?
No. Yeah, because you used the cunning action. You used the cunning action bonus action. Actually, no, you can't. If you do it with the dagger first, then you have the dagger's property. But your attack action with the short sword, the light property requires either that mastery or the bonus action to be open. Yes. So you rush in, you do hit it, and it does look bloody as you pull your sword out of its hide.
Okay. All right, I guess that will end my turn.
Echo, would you like to jump in on the situation?
Let's do it. I'm going to. Let's see. Dex or wisdom? Dex or wisdom? I'm going to quicken Toll the Dead. And I'm going to throw that at B, the one on Grum.
All right, wisdom save it is. How wise is a basilisk? One wonders.
One is about to find out, hopefully.
16,
Bitch.
which is wise enough to be untold.
I hate my cantrip.
Negative 1, but high roll, man.
Okay. Well, that did shit all. And I'm going to throw a guiding bolt at first level at the other one.
Okay.
I quit. I'm going to bed.
The good news is we have a counter for that.
That's a silver lining. We have a counter for that.
For that.
At least it's a counter and like a fumble chart.
I don't like fumble. I don't like critical fail punishes, especially at higher levels.
We need to
Well,
spell like
I like
silvery barbs, but instead it gives you like advantage on that roll.
All right,
Well,
Tobin.
Woohoo! I'm gonna run over here, and I'm gonna hit BA, Mr. BA Baracus.
Okay, roll to attack.
And an 11.
It does
All right.
not hit. These things are harder to hit than the Grimlocks, so you hit it and it just deflects off of its hide.
I'm gonna use physical dice because I feel like the last few times, like all my hits have been very low. So that is a 15.
Is enough to hit. Is enough to hit this thing.
I feel like Echo needs to switch to physical dice too, man. Can't wait for those custom dice to come
I think it's also the level 1 smite, so that's 13 slashing damage and 13 radiant damage.
All right, 13
So
slashing,
26 total.
which is more than it had. Just as you push in this time and rip it through, it slices open and it just falls sideways. The knees, its legs give way and it rolls.
Is it stinky too?
Everything in this room, imagine walking into a locker room that has been used by 100 people a day after heavy workouts, and they've all thrown their equipment into the middle of a pile, and then they threw garbage on that pile, and then they set that garbage on fire. That's almost as bad as this room smells.
I bet it's like
That sounds like coming back.
I bet
Sounds like
it's
coming back from the field, you know, like in the military.
like a Turkish bath where all these old men are like sitting in the tubs and shit, and no one's emptied the trash.
That is one way to describe a Grimlock.
I can't help but feel like it's coming from Tobin's upper lip.
Grum, you do have
Nice though.
Grum, you have one in front of you that is still alive, though, if you would like to remedy that.
Yeah, I would. Alright, so let's go ahead and do the brutal strike again. So we're gonna not roll at advantage, but get an extra d10 hopefully. So, where's my modifier? 15.
15 hits.
Sweet. Alright, this is 7, 14. So 18 plus a d10. 26 in total.
Oh, you tell me what it looks like when you destroy this thing with one arrow sticking out of it. That's already a mess.
Let's say we cleave at the waist And then as it falls, you know, to the ground, Grum grabs it by the head and just again.
Shroud, can you make a Constitution saving throw for me, please?
Awesome.
+3 for me.
+3.
Yeah.
So 19, 17.
All right, Shroud, give me a second. I'm gonna change something on your sheet real quick.
Uh-oh.
I hate that.
Right?
Hope it's a positive.
I think we all know it's
Maybe
not.
a negative. It might be his fucking alignment.
What kind of positive? He's got like Ebola positive for Ebola?
There you go.
All right, Shroud, reload your sheet real quick.
Oh, awesome.
You
Okay.
guys have to save Shroud. Now I feel bad.
Shroud, you feel
Congrats, you're totally positive.
the weight of those daggers has increased significantly. And you start moving it around, you can see the shadow of the dark blade just hesitate in air for a moment. They are now +2s. But they still increase in heaviness with every kill.
So one gets heavier and the other one gets lighter, correct?
You have not shown any mercy yet to determine that.
Gotcha.
Damn it.
I've shown mercy.
It's very
when
hard to be a
my
pacifist.
asshole companions. Kill.
Well, first of all, has anyone even said anything about being non-lethal? That's what I
I
thought.
know.
That's what I
I
thought.
blinked out.
So assholes ain't
I
being
wouldn't-
assholes.
Can everybody roll a
I'll be honest,
perception
I would-
check, please?
What was that?
I wasn't really paying attention to what the demon was saying, to be honest. I was just focused that there was a demon.
He gave Shroud a nice gift.
16.
No, we're rolling perception checks.
Oh, is that what we're
Gotta
doing?
add 1.
Yeah, everybody roll a perception check.
Add that nat 1 to your counter.
26.
Nat 1 to the counter.
17.
I'm a little irritated that all the skills Echo is good at, Grum always rolls higher.
I don't know what you want from me.
Except for insight.
With the group's experience, anybody that got above a 15 looks at the statues and knows that they are petrified living things. With that perception roll, too, you see that they are dismembered.
Oh,
Probably best not to bring them back to life.
yeah.
That
Yeah.
to bring them back, if even possible, would result in instant death for some of them. But they are, including the one that Nyx blew to smithereens with her fireball.
That was awesome, by the way.
It was awesome. They are... Where is it? They are 2 Drow, 2 Quaigoth, and... I'm sorry, 2 dwarves, 2 dwarves, 1 Drow, and 2 Quaigoths. Quaigoths are like wolf people. Imagine a wolf
Gotcha.
on its hind legs walking around just smashing people. A werewolf without the ability to turn into a person per se.
Okay, so humanoid wolf.
Yes.
So as we have this discussion, and Echo kind of comes in and looks around and is like, yeah, these people aren't gonna be happy if we bring them back. Does that count as a mercy for Shroud?
The ability to have mercy on these things was lost long ago.
All right,
I
well,
thought it did.
I just thought I'd ask.
Hey, DM, really
Alec,
quick,
guys,
I'm
what-
gonna be petty with this. Did you add that 20 just now or no?
Oh, do you have a 20?
Yeah, on the perception, it was a natural 26.
There you go. That gives
I'm done
you
being petty now.
that gives you 6 overall nat 20s.
I'm playing a barbarian. I don't get my kicks from loot anymore. I get it from natural 20s.
Or nat ones.
No, those are the wrong kind of jollies.
He just likes gnats, that's all.
Natties? Nope.
Natalie, Natasha, yeah.
Natty some natty lights.
Ugh. No,
The
that's water.
The walls of the room withstood the blast of that fireball. The nests and that statue did not. So there is currently wreckage and debris floating in around that corner.
I have my rage still going, so if we want, we can like check these other rooms really quick and like keep it going and then explore after the fact.
Down the clown.
Tobin, open another door.
1, 2, 3, 4, pick a motherfucking door.
There's one right here next to me.
I will say, as you approach that door, it gets notably colder. The water does.
That doesn't sound pleasant.
And then for a brief moment, I get a little scared, and the water gets a little noticeably warmer again.
And then it chills right back down.
Grum's nipples get hard as as it gets colder.
Is Grum German?
No, Grum is a mountain dwarf, so it's kind of similar, but different enough.
Tobin, do you...
Not a mountain dwarf. What the fuck? I'm a Goliath, fool.
Do you
I just come from
say.
the mountains.
Do you open that
You're
door?
unpetrified into a dwarf? Yeah.
I know, right? What the hell? What happened?
I didn't know rock could shrink.
Mountain dwarf.
Echo
Watch
really
him in the wrong
bad
setting.
reference.
No, not another person who polymorphed me.
Okay, Tobin, do you open that door?
I open that door.
Okay, can you make a Constitution saving throw real quick?
I'm gonna make a Constitution saving throw real quickly.
Real quick.
Up on that by chance.
Shit.
All right.
Fuck.
Give me a second. Where is it?
Fuck these rolls.
You take 22 points of cold damage,
Ah,
I
and
refuse.
you don't quite manage to get the door open.
Let me try.
Fucking hate these rolls.
Grum, do you want to try?
I do.
All right. Do you open the door?
Yes.
All right. Make a Constitution saving throw, please.
crap.
Now I do have resistance to cold damage, just FYI.
That's good. That's good. That's
That's
good.
a 19 plus 8.
Okay.
So whatever that is.
So you're still gonna take damage.
This is why I like the dice.
All right, so you succeeded on that, so that goes down to 11, goes down to 5. You take 5 cold damage, and you feel whatever is on the other side of this door is sucking heat out of you. And
Risk. That's risk, baby.
I'm gonna step away as he opens it too, since I see he's more qualified.
as you open it,
Where the wind blows.
as you open it and you look around, you can see that there's some kind of brownish mold in that room.
Oh. Before I just walk in there, let me make sure I don't breathe in asbestos.
And that's probably like Frozen Woe or something.
I don't know why, but I was thinking Ewok.
And since
So
you can
it's
see
a
it,
dining table or a meeting hall.
this once opulent dining room is flooded with more than a foot of dark water. Metal rods that once held tapestries now support sheets of mold. 6 chairs surround a large table. A moldy brown crust has formed on the water in one corner. There's just this moody old room.
So let's not go in there unless we want to be the last of us. Just saying.
Do you shut the door?
I shut the door. I just tell everybody, yeah, there's fungus in that room.
As you shut the door, can you make
Sorry,
a
you should- you should
Constitution
put it out
saving
this fire.
throw?
Oh God, another one.
You're within 10 feet of me. I forgot to say that the first time.
7 plus 8, 15.
Alright, that's enough. So, this is good. So take 2 points of cold damage as you successfully shut the door, but you feel the heat suck out of your hand as you touch it. The door is now shut.
All right, next room. Or we can go up these stairs.
I say we check the rooms first. We're already here.
Rum, do you open the door?
Yes. Con save? Oh.
No, there's no mold in this room. Just a chair that is floating in the water.
This whole area is weird with these empty rooms, but with like one freaking chair in it. Like it's actually kind of weirding me out.
You shoot us in the chair.
Why don't you hop your fluffy little ass up there?
I'm too cold.
Out rooms, guys. Come on.
No, you're in water. Hop on the chair, you won't be wet.
As
But
wet.
it's like when you get out of the water. It's like when you get out of the shower, though. You're like cold.
Do you want to piggyback, Tevin?
No. Are you warm?
Yeah, I'm resistant to cold damage. I come from the mountains, bro.
I'm gonna open this door down to the south.
Shroud, you look in, more water. There's a desk floating in the water.
Interesting.
All right, these rooms are empty except for water and furniture. Let's go.
Slosh up here.
Splish splash, I was taking a bath.
We all probably need a bath at this point.
You
Been here for
are
like
in
2
dirty, muddy, bloody water.
The
Feel
last time we
gross.
took a bath was with the cultists. When we had Bessie.
So, just
I'm gonna heal myself for 5 points of damage.
the English
Lay on
language
hands.
is funny when you say the last time we took a bath was with the cultist.
Oh yeah.
And Betsy.
I said when
Roger.
It was quite the day, guys. Just saying.
That's
And
how
that
we
was-
got them on our side. We had everybody pile in the tub, and everybody washed one hand washes the other, as they say.
it's efficient that way, okay?
All right. What is the order
Sure.
of what is the order we're marching up these stairs as?
I think I would unless okay, well that works too.
I think I want to sneak up on this around this corner.
I'll stay in the back. That's fine.
If he's sneaking, I'll probably be between him and Tobin just because Tobin's wearing plate armor.
All right. So Shroud, Grum, Tobin, Echo, Nyx.
I'm gonna look over at Nudge Nix and say I really like having the big wall of armor in front of us.
Yes. I feel nice and secure.
Yes.
As all women want to feel. Shit.
All right. Shroud, you want to stealth? You said.
Yep.
All right. Go ahead and roll stealth.
Ooh.
All right. You're proficient in stealth though, so you have reliable
so
talent.
That's a 20.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
are
minus
you-
2.
Are you just looking around the corner?
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna move up, peer around the corner.
You don't see anything down that specific hallway. It turns right at the end, or I'm sorry, it turns left at the end, but there doesn't seem to be anything remarkable. It looks like there are some divots in the wall on the left, but that's about it.
Can I inspect those divots a little bit closer?
Make an investigation check.
It's 10.
It's hard to make out from your side, but it looks like they're old arrow slits.
Oh, no.
Oh, I would definitely tell the party that there's no enemies in this hallway, but it looks like there's arrow slits in the wall.
One wall or both walls?
Just the left-hand side.
Oh, it looks pretty simple to go down.
So, I'd like to put a shield like up against the wall, like over the arrow slits as we walk by, and just have everyone basically like be to the side of me.
Okay, so you lead the path?
What was that you cut out?
You lead the path?
Sure. And just kind of blocking the arrow slits with my shield.
Alright, as you walk past the first one, you feel something strong slam against it, but you manage to hold it. It doesn't pierce through. But could you guys all roll initiative for me?
Another one?
So real quick, what's going on there? The hallway is trapped or booby trapped or whatever?
It's hard to
Nick,
say
you
from
have-
your vantage point. You just saw like a beam flash against his shield, but he managed to hold tight.
What'd you say, Echo?
You have advantage on your initiative.
You said a beam?
Like a
So
you
roll it
can't,
again?
you can't necessarily see what it was, but there was a light associated with it that hit off of it that flashed up.
Lucho, but
When that happens, I look at the party. I'm like, that's a big fucking arrow.
Oh my god, another natural 23 for initiative. And digital this time.
Shut up.
Alright.
I'm sorry.
what's that Echo
Nice
spell? It would have been a nat 1.
I know. Well, luckily I get advantage on initiative, so...
I got a 17.
Grum and Tobin don't need me, so.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
I don't know. I wouldn't
Watch
mind
you
it.
die and then, of course, restart getting fucked up.
I would have totally liked to reroll on that last one.
Grum, do you have a way to reroll?
Huh?
Tobin said he would like a reroll. I just
Why?
heard.
Oh no, I'm good. I don't need it. It was no, I'm good.
Okay.
You want to reroll?
Grum, you are first.
So where did the beam look like it came from? Straight ahead or from the walls?
It was from the arrow slit that I was blocking.
I thought so. Okay. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. And 50.
You're face to face with a Grimlock.
Oh shit! Grimlocks! I shout out, and yeah, I'll do I want to burn another? Oh, I'm still raging. I've been keeping up. Well, is it too late? Is it too long to say rage is used up now?
You probably would have dropped your rage when
Okay.
you started checking things out, going through rooms, exploring
Okay,
things.
so I'll reinitiate rage, and I'll go ahead and let's do another brutal strike. 8 plus 8 is 16. 15. Yeah, 15 plus 4, so 19.
19 hits a Grimlock.
Well,
They're not hard to hit.
10 for Great Weapon Master. So 24 in total.
24 damage destroys this. It's just as cut in half as the other one was. For now, we're just gonna get him out of there.
I can't reach the other one with my axe, so I'll have to switch to my crossbow again. That is not gonna probably hit 7 plus 5. 12?
12 hits a Grimlock.
12 hits?
Yeah, 12 will hit a Grimlock. They're not hard to hit. They're not armored. They're not quick. They're just ugly little beasts.
All right. Well, in that case, that will deal 4 damage. And the crossbow is light, so I can't use the great weapon. But it slows it. It's whatever.
It's a little slowed down. That's fine.
I think that is it. Yep, that's it. That's my turn.
All right, Nyx.
I probably can't see that Grimlock, huh?
No, you have to go up the stairs.
Even
down
if
the
I
hallway.
went. Yeah, I can only move to about right here.
All right, you can use your dash action to go further if you'd like.
.30 more feet would only get me to about like right here.
You could Misty Step instead and still have your action. How far does Misty Step carry you?
I think Misty Step is 30 feet.
10, 15, 20,
Yeah.
25, 30. Okay, so you could actually get about here
Mm-hmm.
if you wanted. You still probably wouldn't see Grimlock.
Does Misty Step cost a spell slot?
It does. It's a first level
slot.
spell.
First or second? Second.
I think it's a first, isn't it?
Second.
Is it a second?
No, it's a second level
It's a
spell.
second.
Ooh, that's even worse.
It's just a second.
Nyx, do you want to... So, you would have to basically be somewhere in this area in order to see that Grimlock. So, do you want to dash or Misty Step? You're not going to be able to get in range to hit him.
Mm-mm.
But you can make it down that hallway if you'd like.
I think you should do that just to avoid the traps and shit.
Okay. So she'll...
You can get all the way down the hallway.
She'll dash there.
All right.
She's safe there?
Time will tell.
She'll Misty Step to about.
Misty Step is a bonus action.
Do I still have my action though?
No, the action would have been dash. But
Dash.
Misty Step is a bonus action, so if you want to move 30 more feet, you are certainly able to. It'll just cost you the spell slot.
And luckily, you have a big giant Grum in front of you and a baddie, so.
Okay, so she'll go to about here.
You you have 30 feet up to, so just mark off the second level spell slot.
Okay. And then that's it for me.
Let me see. Grum, it goes up to you and tries to hit you with its bone. And you used reckless attack, so it's going to get advantage. 17 to hit does hit, I believe.
Yes.
So the bludgeoning will be 6, and it has a sting in your head. You feel a little bit of psychic damage too for 4 points. So 6 cut in half and then 4 points on top of it. What's a Grimlock's movement?
I'll actually shout that bit out as well and say they have some mental attacks as well.
Yeah, I'm just surprised your character had to bring the damage mentally. That's impressive.
Okay.
You know, I do forget that I have a 12 intelligence, so it's probably not that I don't have a brain. It's just that I forget that I have one.
It's okay. Tobin has an 8, so when he calls someone stupid, it's really just him basically,
I got an 8 minus
making himself look dumber.
Tobin,
I'm a mindless
does a 21 hit?
Who?
Tobin.
21 meets it. Yep.
You feel a second force slam against your shield, and you feel the pain of this hit. And you take 24 force damage.
Ow.
And then just as quick as the first one, you feel another surge against your shield. But this one you managed to fend off.
Oof.
Shroud.
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna put that right there. And I can see that Grimlock, right?
From where you're at, yeah, you can probably just see him.
Okay, I want to throw a Toll the Dead at it.
Alright, 1 wisdom save from a Grimlock. You have a, what's your save DC?
It meets it.
Okay. So, Shroud, you are too tired to successfully toll him, but you do make it somewhat down the hallway. Would you like to do anything else?
Let's see. I didn't use it. Yeah, let me. I'll use my bonus action and move. I'll just move up here, right there.
All right. You get in the corner with Nyx, and
I think I would yell down the hall to stay on the right side of the hallway as they're coming down.
You guys see what appears to be a tower jutting out of the top of a tower with swirling hypnotic patterns jutting out of that rock wall. And there is a door on your left. Echo.
Okay. Big moves, big moves. Oops. There we go. I'm gonna move up here. I can't see anything except Tobin. How high off the ground are these arrow slits?
It would not be possible to really duck underneath them, at least in a way that you wouldn't necessarily be out of range of it.
What if one were to go over them?
That's an interesting question. One that could fly could potentially fly over them, yes.
Okay. Then I'm going to let me make sure I have the right cleric. I'm pretty sure.
Great. You are not smart.
Whatever cleric you have is always the right cleric.
I have to make sure I have the right paladin these days now because I play so many.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to activate Steps of Night.
Wings puff out.
And that's what I got.
All right. Tobin.
Don't worry, I'm coming.
Alright, I am... So the bonus action, I'm going to use my rabbit hoppy thing.
Okay, that's 20.
What's it called again?
20 feet, right? Lucky feet or something like that? Happy feet?
Yeah, nope, rabbit hop, that's what it's called. Wow, I thought I only had one use of this. Cool. Alright, so I'm going to hop feet 5, 10, 15, 20, and then use the rest of my movement to just come up here and smack this guy. And I'm going to roll physical dice. That is a dirty 20.
Hits.
Alright, and I'll do damage digital. 13 slashing, first one. Second attack. 18, which I know hits.
That does. Oh, is the first one 13 damage? Yeah, the first one.
7.
Either one.
13 and 7.
It fell over dead after the first hit.
Alright. That's all my attacks. Are we still in initiative?
We are currently still in initiative, yes.
Alright, you don't really have any more movement or anything like that?
In front of us all now.
Okay. Grum, it goes to you. If Tobin, you don't have anything else?
Nope, nothing else. Goes to them.
Alright. Grum, what would you like to do?
So I'm gonna look at the rest of the party and be like, so are we gonna walk through this swirly portal of death? Or are we gonna check out this door first?
Swirling portal of death.
Echo's not up there, so you guys gotta make a decision.
Oh shit, why are you all the way down there?
Because I had 30 feet of movement. I was at the bottom of the stairs. Just
You used an action to activate Steps of Night, yeah.
Well, that's kind of Token's answer right there. He's not making a decision until Echo gets here.
I'm just gonna open the door.
Alright, you do that. We're dead.
You do.
Wait for Echo to catch up.
Are you waiting for Echo to catch up, or do you open the door?
Well, since we're still in initiative, I'll just go ahead and open the door.
Alright. You are greeted by the face of 4 more Grimlocks and a Mindflayer who is floating in air.
Oh shit!
As you open the door, you hear in your head, "You will fall before me."
Shut the fuck up.
All right. Anything else, Grum?
That's my whole turn, I guess.
Is that your turn?
I'm asking. I opened the door, and then you're saying,
No, I'm saying, do you want to do anything else? Do you want to go wreck heads?
yeah, I would love to rack some heads.
There you go. Go in there with a mind flayer by yourself.
I know, right?
You've not broken Echoes hard enough. Let's go die.
Yes.
Make the GM
No,
happy.
actually, that's smart. So Grum is gonna like close the door back over and like hold it as braced as possible, like Hodor shit.
1 minute.
Fucking hold the door style, and wait for fucking Echo to catch up at her slow behind.
1 momento.
All right.
Grum is learning, but slowly, but he's learning, like, okay, let's not bum rush a room full of baddies solo.
Go in the room
We
by
ain't
yourself.
Rambo, goddammit.
Always
Man.
a strategy.
Imagine if this mind player had a monologue and you're like, 1 minute, and just shut the door.
Just shut the door right on the big bad guy.
He totally pulled a shroud.
Nix, would you like to do anything? Grum is currently barring the door.
I think I have anything to help him bar the door,
Okay.
but I think that would have been my next action if I did.
All right. Do you want
Let's
to
see.
stay where you're at?
Yes, and I might echo down the hallway at Echo saying, "Hurry up! We're waiting your ass." Book it.
All right.
I like how we're like just telling her to basically run towards like certain doom. Like, hurry up, get here, you gotta die with us.
She's
What's
got
one more
a big meat shield and a fluffy stuffy to help guard her, okay? She'll be alright.
All right. You guys don't necessarily have sight on what they are doing, but rest assured that they are doing something.
It's
Of
evil.
course.
So that means stick to the right.
Buffing.
Shroud, what would you like to do?
Like, did he call out that there's a mind player in there or anything? Like, did you, Grum?
You want to ask?
Girl, what's in there?
Hey, Grunt,
Yeah,
what's in
yeah.
there?
What's in there, Grum?
Weird question. Is there a mind flare in there?
So, there's a few more of those easy kill things, you know, the fodder, but there's a Davy Jones looking thing in there too.
Tobin only saw.
Yes, it was very much technically.
Tobin saw the creatures, and then like behind them, he just saw like an arm and a leg just kind of like floating above air. That's all he really saw.
Yeah, it was a very much. Nope.
All right. Well, I'm gonna post up on this side of the door, and then I'll end my turn there.
Okay. Echo.
Okay. I'm gonna hug the right side here. I'm gonna take the dash action. I'm gonna sit up here. And then I'm going to cast Healing Word on Tobin at first level.
Oh, thank you.
And
10 points.
All right, I will take it.
Tobin, what would you like to do? Unless Echo, do you have anything else?
What's going on, guys? What's the hurry?
Tobin.
Let's see, anything that I can buff us with, really. No, we're gonna say that. Well, we're all here. Let's do it. I'm gonna say, Grum, open that door back up.
When you
And
say that,
I guess you can't
you'll-
because it's.
I mean, he can if
Yeah.
you want to just end your turn. He's next, but do you want to end your? Do you want
Yeah,
to?
never mind.
I was gonna say, like, if you all want, I don't know what y'all want to do, but like the Grimlocks are pretty easy to kill. I was thinking like just rushing in and like going straight for the Mind Flayer.
Yeah, it's probably the best idea.
Okay,
Does,
so nobody like disagrees with that course of action. That's what Grum will do.
Open, closing doors. Is that bonus action, free action?
The first opening's a free action.
All right. In that case, I'm gonna open the.
You open the door.
And so that's 5.
Tobin, as you open the door, a blast slams you in the face for a 27 to hit.
Fuck.
Well,
Well,
Yeah.
shit.
You take
goes the neighborhood.
you take 20 you take 25 points of force damage as you have triggered his held action.
great.
Can't be like, psychic damage. Well, how much damage? 20 what?
25
25.
points of force damage.
20 fuck points of force damage. Got it. All right. Well, after that, I'm going to regain my senses, and you know what? I'm going to leap again. 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to like. Oh wait, no, I can't do that. They'll trigger an opportunity attack. All right, I can read that real quickly. That without provoking opportunity attacks. Okay, so yeah, I'm basically gonna get in here. I'm gonna get in here, leap over these guys, and I'm gonna hit this fucker. Let me just mark off another one of those rabbit hops. And let's see. Ooh, that is a 28 to hit.
That will hit.
Bitch ass motherfucker. Hit me in the face. Hit you back. 13 points of magical slashing damage. Let's hit him again. Does a 16 hit?
16 does hit.
All right. Ooh, that's all there. 7 points.
As you
And
hit,
if he's concentrating, oh, go ahead.
he is currently not. As you hit
Okay.
him a second time, you hear in your head as he looks down, he says, "The ritual cannot be stopped. Phandalin is already fallen. Mind flares have become the population."
Then I'll very cheesily, I'll tell him, if we can't save them, then we'll have to avenge them.
You hear laughter in your head.
As a very cheesy event.
Grum,
It's very Tobin.
Grum, what would you like to do?
Fuck it. Grum is gonna take the 2 attacks of opportunity.
So specifically, yeah, they're not attacks of opportunity, they're their held action. But you can't blow through their space without basically dispatching them or forcing them off to the side.
Okay then. Well, I'm still raging, so.
Alright, so the first one. Nope. Uncertain about the action, or are you good?
Yeah, I'm wondering, like, because he's. No, I don't have anything that doesn't avoid opportunity attacks. Alright. Because a jump would be an action, right?
Jump's a part of your movement. but that doesn't necessarily avoid opportunity attacks.
Too much Baldur's Gate.
you're going to take 7 of bludgeoning, round that down to 3, and 4 points of psychic.
All right. And you said I can't just blow past them just by taking the hits?
No, you can use your action to push through them, but you'd have to go around them.
Okay. Never mind then. I'm still raging, so I'll just go ahead and strike at these, or at least at one of them. Let's say I'm aiming for 5 right now.
All right.
Just in case. That's gonna be 7 plus 8, a 15.
15 hits.
So 14 plus the 4 is 18 damage.
You knock him
And
dead. He falls down dead.
And then I'll use my second attack to go after number 6.
All right.
Where's my D4? Shit. That's going to be another 15 to hit.
Also hits.
3 plus 7. So 14.
That kills it in one blow as well. Both of them crumble underneath of your strike.
I don't even need to use Great Weapon Master for those.
Yeah, they're not hard to kill.
Not at all. So yeah, hella squishy. I'll just go ahead and be like, "What's up, Squiddy?"
He looks at you, the tentacles curl up around his lips, and he says, "Welcome."
Welcome. Yep, that's my turn.
Okay. Nyx.
What's up, Squishy Squiddy?
That's squishy.
Tobin gonna die.
Maybe.
Nyx is gonna go to about right here. Not too far in the door, but far enough to get into the action. And she is gonna cast. Witch's Bolt at the 2nd level.
Okay.
And possibly twin it to 3 and 4.
You can twin it with one of them, but not both. And are you hitting the Mindflayer or the two? You can hit the 2 Grimlocks. You can hit the 2 Grimlocks if you want, or you can hit.
That's what I.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. I forgot how you mark off your meta magic.
In features in traits, if you go probably about halfway down, sorcery points, you'd mark off a level equivalent to the spell slot you're using.
That was a 2, so I would mark off 2?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. Okay.
Alright, roll to attack. That's going to connect to these things. Definitely going to connect. And you see their eyeballs melt in their skulls.
Nice.
Yes.
All right, Nix, anything else?
Can she? Well, I don't want to. That's it.
All right, the Grimlocks, congratulations, have been taken care of.
Woohoo!
Woo.
Yeah, we did it, guys.
Davy Jones.
That's Miller time.
He wants us to open the chest.
Ooh. Tobin, would you like to take an attack of opportunity?
Yes, what for all I heard was, do you want to take an attack of opportunity? What happened right before that?
Do you want to?
Okay, sure, yes. 17.
That hits.
Ready. Can I smite it on an attack of opportunity?
I know under 2014 you could. Is a smite a bonus action in this, or...
Oh yeah, that's right, it's a bonus action, so that would be a no.
I think they nerfed the paladin class like in that way.
Yeah. 10... Yeah, 10 longsword for damage.
Good. You strike in as he steps back and angles himself. And I need everybody but Shroud to make an intelligence saving throw as the tentacles come up and psionic energies just starts blasting out.
Is this a paralyzing or restraining effect?
It is neither a paralyzing nor a restraining effect.
Come on, dice gods! Come on, Orange Jesus!
Right?
Oh,
Intelligence saving throw.
It's
I
a
have an 11. You get +3 if you're next to me. Oh yeah, Grum, you get +3. So
10.
yeah, all right. I got an 11.
Okay.
If that fails, I'm using my guarded mind to automatically succeed.
Technically, you have to tell me if you want to use it before you know if it fails or succeeds.
It does not say. It says if you fail on intelligence, wisdom, or charisma saving throw,
Okay.
you can cause yourself to succeed.
Okay. The normal wording is like the opposite. That would fail.
Okay. Then I succeed.
All right. So you're.
let me use a luck point. I just remembered I have lucky. Let me use a luck point.
Go ahead. Use a luck point. Go ahead.
You lucky bastard.
Exactly. Come on. It's
You
not
okay?
in that one. It still fails.
All right. So
What is it? Was it 14?
all right. So Tobin, you're safe. Grum, Nix, and Echo, you feel a psychic sing in your head. You take 32 points of psychic damage, and all three of you are currently stunned.
Oh shit. Grum, you'll half that damage. Did you hear me? Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
16. Oh, you know what? No. I am going to use my reaction to use Stone's Endurance. So I will reduce that 16 by another 8 points. So I will take only 8 damage.
You currently don't have a reaction.
Why not?
The stun condition. The stun condition basically gives you the incapacitated condition. You automatically fail strength and dex save, and attack rolls against you have advantage.
Well, poo.
Shroud, you see Nyx and Echo's head tilt down slightly. Tobin manages to shake it off, but if you look around the room, Grum looks out of it just as much as any of them. And that takes us to Shroud.
Oh. Do any of my companions look bloodied or anything?
Echo's not doing great.
She's not quite bloodied. Nyx does. Nyx doesn't look good.
Mm-mm.
I think I'm gonna try grab Nyx and pull her out of the room.
Yeah, you can use your action to grapple her and drag her out.
That's what I'm gonna do then.
All right. It'll just movement is halved when you drag somebody. So where would you like to place her?
So let me get my pointer out. I draw. There it is. Let me just pull her back to like right here.
Okay.
Oh,
You reach in, grab her, and reposition her in that spot.
she's basically a mannequin.
And so
Position her
how
like-
much movement would I still have?
That would have taken basically 10 feet to take her and reposition her in a different spot like that.
Okay, so I'm going to move into the room like, can I move like right here?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna move in right there, and then that'll be my turn.
Okay. Echo, remake that saving throw, please. Intelligence saving
Okay.
throw. You are still currently stunned.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes.
So as the condition is explained, you can speak, but haltingly. Is that enough for a verbal spell?
It wouldn't be enough for a verbal spell, no.
Well, then there you go.
I gotta remember that his sheet links to the 2014 rolls versus 2024 rolls.
Use whichever one is nerfed more.
I don't know if it's nerfed more so much as just enough tweaking to make them different. So when it links to an older one, it gets somewhat annoying. All right, Tobin, you're next.
All right. I am. I'm gonna come up to him, but I'm gonna circle behind him.
All right.
So, if he wants to pull that type of shit again, and I'm gonna attack him.
Okay, go ahead.
That is a. Sorry, I can't read that. It went behind my computer.
What is it?
It's 17.
That hits.
That's. Alright. And that hits with 11 points. Sorry, I just saw something weird. We're gonna do a level 3 smite.
Okay.
Let's fuck this guy.
Radiant energy starts running down your blade.
17.
You
Okay.
you stick it in and you pull it out. You have purple ooze all along your blade as you run it out. He still looks down at you and he says, "If you defeat me, it means nothing. The far realm will come."
I tell him if I defeat him, he's dead. And I'm going to stab his brain repeatedly. And then I'm going to attack him for the second time. Same thing, 17. So, I'm not sure physical dice are doing much better. I mean, I'm hitting, but...
Yeah, that hits.
12 points of magical slashing damage.
Okay.
This time I'm going to aim for his tentacles. I can't really tell if he's talking through his mouth or his mind, because his tentacles are covering, but I'm going to aim for those fucking tentacles.
You can certainly slash through and leave a mark. Even if he survives this fight, he'll live with the mark of Tobin forever across his tentacles.
Yes, he will.
Grum, could you make a intelligence saving throw?
+3.
That's gonna be a +4, 15.
You will remain stunned.
Damn, bro. Even with a 15?
He is not necessarily a weak monster. Nyx, can you make an intelligence saving throw? Nyx, you come to, but it's the only thing that you can do on your turn is snap to. So you are awake, but you take your turn basically orienting yourself. And Tobin, Qunbraxel, the cut that you ran across him, you now see the tentacles lash out at you.
Yeah. Harder tentacle, daddy.
The first one misses with an 11. And and let's see.
Kill it. Fluffy.
Ooh, he can only do one a tentacle per turn.
I hate that this thing has a name. Don't nobody care.
He turns his hand towards Shroud, and Shroud, you feel a force blast out at you. For a 16 to hit.
He's a warlock.
I think your AC is 15, right?
Yeah, was it. Hang on. It ain't a melee attack.
No, you see a bolt of Eldritch energy fly out at you.
Can I take an uncanny dodge?
You can cut this in half, yes, with your reaction.
Okay, that's what I'll do.
So 16 cut in half is 8. So you still take it, but you manage to wiggle out of the way of it. And Shroud, would you like to retaliate?
Hell no, I'm gonna move up closer to this guy.
Alright, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna move right up on him. And I'm gonna make an attack with one of my swords, the darkness sword.
Okay.
You don't want to show mercy.
Hell no. Oh, nat 20. That's
that is the perfect time for that. All right, roll crit damage.
Crit damage. Crit damage.
Oh, sneak attack as well.
And sneak attack will also be critted, yeah.
We love a crit on sneak attack. Rogues are
Hell yeah.
Okay, that's one. And where's my?
I wish they would have brought crit rules from 3.5 back, though, man.
Where's my?
Honestly.
Hang on, I don't know where. Oh, there it is. Okay. And crit damage. That's a lot of sickness.
Yeah.
So
Dead ass.
what
Another hit off it.
specifically happens? You rush up, you stab the sword in the soft spot under his ear, and you just rip it out the back. Just in the last moment, he turns to you before he falls down, tries to grab your hand to stop it for 1 second, says in your head, "I am not the last," and he collapses on the ground.
We know.
Good job, Shroud.
Mark me
Go
put him at
Shroud.
22.
I think I did already.
That was the perfect time for a nat 20 because I was starting to worry there a little bit.
Hell yeah, dude.
Actually, specifically, he was debating on cutting tail and running if he got another turn. So
Howard.
pretty much they all are. So, Neko, can you roll me another intelligence saving throw and Grum too?
Probably not. I'm using my cleric dice.
I'm just kidding.
That's a 19 plus 4.
Okay, and
Of
Echo.
course, after it's dead.
Wouldn't you get a +3 from Tobin too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tobin, you should probably head over to Echo and help her out with her
Yeah.
rules. She's stuck.
And Echo.
Yeah, are we out of initiative?
Yeah, but I want to see something real quick. Echo, what did you get?
Echo got an 11.
Okay. Grum, you snap out of the stun condition first, and you look back at Echo, and if you would like, you can go over there and shake her out of it.
You should slap her.
He's like holding his head. By the way,
goes over, he's like,
she
Echo?
was flying. So she like collapsed onto the ground,
Oh,
just like holding her head.
Honestly, I imagine you just sitting there like this, like floating in the air, just. Your wings just.
Grum picks you up off the ground and he grabs you by the the upper arm. He's just like holding you up. He's like,
And he throws you in an
Echo,
airplane.
take a step out of it. Echo!
Echo,
Hi.
you come to, he's right there.
And when you come out of it, he just like kind of like gently plops you down.
Puts you down like a toddler. Yeah. Like look around Grum and see that it's dead. And, well, fuck.
If it makes you feel any better, I wasn't much help either.
I
There was
got
Nick.
I got a question. Does Nyx realize that she's not in the same room that she was when she got stunned?
It
She's
could all be a
probably
blur.
been pondering what in the world happened to her.
When it happened.
Spaced out.
She's probably happy about that fact. So I'm gonna keep stabbing this Mind Flayer in its head after I inspect the head. Top of game, because this is the first Mind Flayer I've ever fought in this, so I want to make this worthwhile. And I know what they
Big purpley squid
I
guy
know.
with tentacles out of his mouth.
Oh, I know who they are. Just this is the first time I've played them outside of like Baldur's Gate and stuff. So it's always cool when I get to like fight the stuff that we like the most popular stuff for the first time. But in character, it's because like this thing is like a just complete like affront to nature to Tobin.
I think I should get an act of mercy for pulling Nyx out of the way of danger.
That's
I do
true.
too.
I agree.
Think about it.
all the fucking kills that have been had, you might as well give him one.
I do say I have to add the mind flare to that. There you go. That's 14 by my count, but who's counting, of course?
Rude.
Is that 14 like creatures or is it like 14 groups?
14 group kills since you've received the swords, which are now a +2.
Okay. How does everybody? Okay, I'm gonna grab Grum and Nyx just by the hand, and I'm gonna drag them into the room because I need everybody here. How does everybody look right now?
We look like we need a prayer healing, so I'm gonna cast one.
I got 4 temp HP still.
Okay.
I mean, I could use the top. I'm not at half, but I'm not at whole.
Crazy thing is, you guys have only been awake for like an hour.
Yeah, I know.
Barely got out of bed.
If that.
Busy bodies.
And Nyx is already.
Toby needs a nap.
Shroud needs a nap. That was exhausting.
Tobin has a headache and he's annoyed, and the more he looks at this thing, the more he really just wants to wipe these things out.
Okay, we're gonna do a mass healing word.
And I'm gonna do a prayer of healing.
So everybody take 13.
And 11 for me. So 24 total.
Sweet. I feel much better.
Oh my god, I'm 1 point away from max with that. Thank y'all.
Thank you. I'm back in the 40s.
Yay, holy
Shroud and Nick.
Lay on hands myself again.
Stop! Quit touching yourself.
touching him.
Shroud.
It's like
rubbing.
And that's how he got banned from Twitch.
Oh.
You gotta love that felt texture, you know. Shroud and Nyx, would y'all mind checking the Mindflayer corpse for anything?
Yeah, I'll check.
Sure.
And since you already have advantage, Shroud, I'll give Nyx the help action, so she could have her own advantage.
Now that you're
So what do I do with it?
this chair.
Now that you guys are all in the
Investigation.
room, let me read you guys the text for that room, because there are other things in that room that you'll see.
Real quick, Nick, it's investigation at advantage.
Okay, just making sure.
Okay, so the east room bears arrow slits. You all experienced those. The south wall contains an enormous map drawn in charcoal with numerous arrows and annotations. A stone throne sits against the west wall.
Ooh, that map.
I want to tap the throne to make sure it doesn't come alive.
Oof.
If it's cool, I'm gonna sit down.
Yeah, you can sit down. It does not come alive. It does not teleport you to any other place. It does not swing on a pivot.
Yep, Echo's going.
Grum, do you
Wherever
look
the
at
map-
Topic.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to top of game was like when I was holding my shield against the wall. Was it mine through the?
Oh yeah, it was hitting you guys through the arrow slits.
Okay,
Wonderful.
that's pretty cool. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie.
If you guys had lower AC, you could have been in that much more drained than. And that's good because you don't want to go unconscious around a mind flare. They're very hungry little critters.
That's good because I didn't. I don't know what everyone else's deal was though.
Thank God I stood where I stood.
That was pretty good.
Maybe I should have used that Misty Step to get myself out after I attacked those Grimlocks.
You were.
Thought about it.
If you would have stayed in the hallway, like without Misty stepping, he would have hit you, Nyx.
Oh, okay, never mind.
It was smart to get out of that hallway. Grum, the map shows a reassembled obelisk with 3 stylized mind flares around it in some underground stronghold, and there's a label that says Illith Knock. Wavy lines.
There's a large. You said there's a large obelisk with 3 mind flayers around it.
There's wavy lines from the mind flares that go up to what appears to be a sketch of Phandalin, Phandalin being above Illith Knock, or the place labeled Illith Knock. And there are little tiny humanoid figures that are running around that look like mini mind flares above the city.
Jesus.
Tobin, you look down, you see there's a little dwarf with cherub red cheeks holding your hand.
What?
He doesn't say anything, but he starts to walk forward and he's trying to pull you with him.
Guys, anyone else seeing this? I'm gonna follow him.
He'll take you out to the tower.
Guys,
Do we
come with
see
me.
Tobin walking away? Can I look over at Tobin? Do I see the dwarf too?
Make a religion check.
Oh Lord. Why would you ask the cleric?
Our cleric with
check?
a religion check.
Actually, can I make a religion check too?
Yeah, go ahead.
12.
Nah. So he suddenly produces in his other hand that's not holding yours those papers from the room with the altar
Spider.
and the spider, and turns to one very specific passage and points to it like he wants you to say it. Would you say what he points to?
Can I do I'm not too good at this, but can I do an insight check just to detect his trustworthiness?
Yeah, go ahead.
At this point, 7. Okay, we're gonna go with it.
Never get
He
to do an
doesn't seem
insight.
untrustworthy. We're trustworthy. Doesn't seem untrustworthy though. Do you sound out the part that he's pointing to?
Well, I should be cautious, but mind players have already taken over, so what's really the worst that can happen at this point? Guys, I'm gonna say some funny words.
Echo is going to take off up there.
I think I give you guys a
Like
warning.
full sprint dash. When I get here, do I see the little dwarf guy?
Make another religion check.
I don't want to make religion checks anymore. I want to make insight checks.
I like religion checks though. They're so fun.
I never get to make dexterity.
Give her the help back.
I'm gonna cry, you guys.
What'd you get?
Okay,
No, 6. No, he
I'm
just.
telling you, switch to physical dice.
I didn't roll any better.
Tobin, do you say the words?
I'm gonna ask, who are you?
He just smiles, cherub red cheeks.
Smile isn't good enough. You know how many undead dwarves I've fought in the past few days?
As you say that, he puts the papers, who were with Nyx the last you saw, I believe, in your hand. He taps your breastplate twice and vanishes. You can roll an insight check off that with advantage if you'd want.
I will. Big money, no whammy, stop. 15.
15's good enough to... So your breastplate was taken out of the crypt of the Talfund and shows a ceremony to a dwarf god named Dumathoin, who is the god of buried secrets.
Gotcha. In that case, before it escapes my memory, I'm gonna say the words.
And as you do, this tower blocking the path retreats back into the wall, and this passage is now clear to the door.
Oh, okay. I was going to tell everyone to run inside in case it opened up the passageway to the elementals. But
No, the wall reseals after it goes away.
all right, I'm like, Echo, did you see that? Hey guys, come out and check this out. I did something cool.
That was
Real
actually really
quick,
cool.
what about Shroud and Nyx's investigations?
Oh yeah.
Sorry, what were you guys trying to investigate real quick?
The
I
mind
asked them to
flayer
check out the Mind Flayer.
Oh, the
I
mind
suck at investigation.
the mind flare has some
Apparently
fancy
I do too.
the mind flare has some fancy clothes on him, but there's no objects. He does have fancy clothes. You could wear yourself some fancy mind flare clothes, or if you like slit him down the middle, you could make a funny mind flare suit. That'd be fun.
You know, I think I would take his clothes.
Is there a hood, like a shroud, like
Here, let me show you a picture of this. Let me find him again.
I think I want to wear his robe.
I will show you a picture of him. Do you have access to the stream?
Yes.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
I can put it in the chat if you want.
No, I got it.
Oh yeah, I want to wear his garb so bad.
You have to wear the high heels as well.
I just want to
That's cool. That's cool.
like a
It don't
shirt.
count as armor, right?
No, it's not armor.
Yeah. I want to wear his attire.
You get the
I just
fancy
wanna-
red cape.
I just want to tear a strip off and tie it around like a slash that like goes along with the other ones I have.
You can fight Grum as you strip the body of clothing.
As he's like pulling it from me, trying to pull it out of my hands, a piece rips off, and I'm like, thanks, that's all I needed.
It's not going to reach the ground on Grum anyway. Might as well make it a little shorter.
No, I need those 6-inch platforms.
Maybe a little black dress on him.
I don't know
Don't
if
be
you're
jealous.
I don't know if you have the same measurements as a mind flare.
I need to start cutting off the ears of my kills and making a necklace.
Don't worry,
just
Grum. I
throw
got
the
you.
white blade away entirely.
Also, we can have some calamari.
Hey, does anybody have the chef back feet? We could definitely cut off the tentacles and make some soup. Now I gotta do a hero forge of Grum wearing Mind Flayer gear.
Oh, by the way, I don't know if I put it in the chat. I got a 3D printer, but I can't use it for a few more weeks.
Why not?
Oh,
No,
Why not?
hell, why is the Mind Flayer moving?
Birthday.
There's-
I wasn't supposed to see it come early. It
Oh,
like
yeah.
dropped
He's-
up right when I was bringing my daughter home from the school bus, like walking back. And my wife was
bad.
trying to before I could see it. But it's the Bamboo Lab Mini combo.
Cool.
So you got the arm thingy.
The arm thingy. The thing that holds like the 4 spools. It came
Yes.
with that. Yeah.
Is it a birthday present?
Yeah.
my
Are you a
ex
June
brother.
baby?
Huh?
Are you a June baby too?
I am June 26th.
Yeah.
Turned
My
40.
ex brother-in-law just got that printer too, so that'll probably be my purchase when I get one.
Yeah. So I bought like a bunch of like Hero Forge STLs when it was on sale. Like it came during the sale too. I was getting ready to like drop like a bit of like a chunk of change on a couple of them. And then I saw that come home and I'm like, nope. I went back and like made a whole bunch for like characters I had in mind, bought the STL files on sale. Now I'm
Hey.
just waiting.
PM me your well, never mind. I'll PM you.
Alright.
I don't really want to say it on Twitch.
That might be wise. I'd cut it out of the YouTube stream, but Twitch is live for like a week. Do you guys wanna go in the room?
Well,
Yeah.
Tobin was like, "Hey guys, come here, check this out." So like, what the hell?
Yeah, the tower's gone.
The tower moved.
Also, while everyone's waiting to come out here, I want to like ask Echo what that prayer was from Doomathorn's tomb. Actually, wait, I think I learned it there. So I'm gonna, after like that whole thing, I'm gonna like say it, like say a prayer, like to Doomathorn.
As you do, he gives you a point of inspiration.
Woo! That's why we do it.
He appreciates the fact that you're wearing his ceremonial armor.
Fighting evil, the ceremonial armor.
All right, how do you guys go into the room?
It's gonna be for a whole new ceremony now.
One foot in front of the other. That's how I go into the room.
Yeah, but whose foot first and whose foot last?
I will go first.
See, we all know who's gonna go last.
Okay, who's
I
second
guess
to
I'll follow
last?
the hopping bunny.
The smartest person in the party goes last.
Straight up.
Tobin, do you open the door?
Yes, but before I do, I look back and I'm like, hey, before we killed that mind player, we should have asked him if he's the only one here, huh?
I doubt he would have admitted it, and even if he did, like, who cares? We're on edge for them now.
He did project in my mind that he wasn't the only one, so.
Yeah.
It looked like on the map there were 3, so.
Shroud, can you come check this door?
Indubitably. I'll check that door.
All right, one investigation
Now, when I
check.
open this door, does it open in or out?
This door specifically, it's a very interesting question. I think it would have to open in.
Right. I'm gonna swing it in, but kind of like when you see like soldiers breach a room, kind of, and like they kind of like stand back at first and like start checking corners, like poking their heads in first, checking corners, just in case mind blast heads my way.
So I'm just gonna give you like the corners first then.
Across the room. That's his jam right there, bro.
All right, you open the door. Shroud, you don't find any traps, even. And the reading of the room.
Kitchen.
Oh, we're good.
Jeweled knives, stacks of coins, and other treasures rest on shelves lining the walls of this vault. A large chunk of black stone rests on the floor near a jumble of bones. And that seems to be the ideal place to end for now. But I'm going to read you a list of treasures that you get, and then you can all figure out how to do them. So around the bones, there are sets of thieves' tools. The shelves contain 5,900 gold pieces, 14,050 silver pieces, a jeweled dagger worth 200 gold pieces, 11, is it hyacinth or jacinths? I don't know that word is. 11 things worth 90 gold pieces each, a wand of magic detection, and Heward's handy haversack. You got stuff.
What was that?
Is
Heward's
that the cook?
handy haversack.
Someone handy haversack. Got it.
HEWARD apostrophe S.
Basically a bag of holding, but
Kinda.
it's got different compartments that it's so technically, mechanically, when you pull something out of a bag of holding, it's random. A handy haversack, you pull out exactly what you need. It technically, according to the reading of it, you don't even need to pull it out of the bag. You just think about something that's in there, and it just kind of comes out of the bag for you to grab.
I'm gonna let the note takers write all that down.
Words. I got it.
So we got thieves' tools, 5,900 gold pieces, 14,000 silver pieces, a jeweled dagger worth 200 gold pieces, 11 jacinth worth 90 gold pieces each, a wand of magic detection, and Heward's handy haversack.
That is what you have. More importantly, you have another fragment of the obelisk.
Does the dagger
I feel
perhaps
like
have any
I'll,
magical properties?
No, just expensive properties.
Okay.
where is that? Oh. Does that chunk of obelisk also look to be around the same size as the other large one we have, or is this one looking bigger?
This is the same size as the previous one that you took out of the other two
Okay.
places. So you guys have,
just-
amongst yourselves, you
Okay.
guys have a sizable part of the obelisk.
Oh, maybe we should store the pieces of it in the haversack.
I think there's a size limitation to like how much.
Yeah, I don't think they'll fit in the haversack.
Who has the other large, big piece that we just recently recovered? That's like a foot long.
Shroud?
I got the 30-pound piece, and then I gave one to someone else to hold.
You gave me no. Did you give me the large obelisk shard? The one that we got from Nesnar? No.
I didn't. No, I got the one that we the Acephalon cluster,
Right.
which was like 30 pounds.
So what all shards have you recovered? You recovered the initial one from the Bugbear Cave, which is now gone somehow. You've recovered the one from Wave Echo Cave. You've recovered the 3 from the ones you discovered after killing Ruxithid. I feel like there's... Oh, Nyx has a shard. Nyx Staff of Defense is made of a shard. That's the one I'm
I
missing.
also have the one that we got from Nesnar.
And that's the one from Wave Echo Cave.
Oh, okay.
So you guys have recovered a sizable amount of them so far, which is good. Which is good.
I thought didn't I pick up 2 at once though? Because I picked up the one after the Acephalon cluster, and then I picked up another one and I gave it to someone.
That was you specifically picked up the one in Tau 100. That was the Encephalon cluster. And I believe you were at least the one that went and got the one in the crypt first.
Yes. Yeah. That's right. But I did give it to someone because someone was like, I can hold it. So
That probably would have been me.
either you or Echo, I think.
Do I have it? Hang on. Sorry, I was reading the haversack thing.
It should be.
I do have a shard.
I think I gave it to you because you.
Yep.
Yeah.
So now the fun part.
What's that backpack?
The fun part next week, if you guys want, I mean, you guys could like live down in these places, or you could, head back to Phandalin or do something else.
Long rest.
I was gonna say, if y'all want, I can carry that 30-pound chunk, no problem. I could carry all the heavy shit, no problem.
I'm unencumbered.
Carry over 500 pounds.
I don't see me picking up a whole bunch of stuff.
Shroud, I will say, I'm happy and a little bit scared that you made that con save. It'll be fun to see what happens at the next level.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy is right.
But you never throw a deck save at me.
Oh, well, the dagger specifically is like attuned to your physical constitution.
I know what you mean because like one of the species traits is like something to help with deck saves. We never fucking get deck saves.
That's because there's nothing. You guys have to go back to Wave Echo Cave to face the flame skull so we can throw a fireball at you in order to do a deck save.
Whenever we have to throw something at an enemy, it's a deck save. Whenever they throw something at us, it's some bullshit we always suck at.
You guys are fighting mind flayers. What do you think it's gonna be?
He was easy. He went down like a punk. Good job, Shroud.
That's because they didn't give him anything special. They just gave him like a little bit above a regular Mind Flare.
So he had Eldritch Blast? I thought they were like anti anything but psionic energy.
He's specifically a warlock. He's an arrogant mind. He's described as an arrogant mind flayer who cannot find an elder brain to suit him. So that's his motivation to be in the thing, is he's trying to find something more. There are mind flayers that will use magic, but they're not mainstream mind flayers. Like other mind flayers shun them.
I knew that part. That's why I was like confused, because he seems to be working with the other ones. I mean, I guess I get it, because you can be a great old one warlock, which comes from the far room too. So
We picked up 2 more followers.
Yay!
Hey,
Thank you guys if you're still here watching. Best
Gonna
viewers
spin for
ever.
tonight soon.
Now,
all right, guys, I have to go.
I gotta double check. I do believe that will be a level up, but I have to double check.
Oh, really?
Ooh.
You said each time we get an obelisk shard, we gain a level.
I'm decently sure because that's the end of that chapter.
so is that each panda?
Yes.
So 1180 gold pieces each, and then 198 gold pieces each.
Yeah, that's just the basic, the coin and the jewels.
Okay,
I figure the jewels are another one of those things. It's just like we'll just divvy it up evenly.
So you said 1180 gold?
Yeah. It's all in the chat, and then 2,800 silver pieces.
All right, this chapter says that you guys should be 9th level when the chapter starts. So it means I either bumped you up too early somewhere or you don't get one after that.
Boo.
Boo. I will say, if you guys would have came here first instead of the other 2, that he would have seemed much, much harder.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And Echo would have died anyway, so.
Maybe not.
Activity, man.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Hi,
Bye, bro.
Good night.